Greetings again, curious acolytes of the Force, and welcome back to the archives. General Grievous is one of the greatest Jedi butchers of all time, trained in the Jedi arts by none other than Dooku. Grievous proved to be more than a threat for many Jedi over the course of the Clone Wars, though more skilled Jedi such as Obi-Wan Kenobi were more than a match for the droid general. Grievous was absolutely obsessed with besting Jedi in lightsaber combat, believing that his cybernetic enhancements made him superior to the ability to touch the Force, even though the thing that Grievous wanted more than anything was the ability to wield the Force and become the greatest warrior possible. Due to the fact though that he had little to no connection with it, the cybernetic changes began. With all of this, there was a clear target in Grievous's mind, a target that he wanted to prove himself superior to above all else, none other than Grandmaster Yoda, at the time acclaimed as the greatest swordsman the galaxy had ever seen, the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, and the best lightsaber duelist in Grievous's mind. Unfortunately for us though, in the lore, Grievous and Yoda had not crossed blades, until Yoda number 7, where in the comic, Yoda and General Grievous cross blades for presumably the first and last time, with an outcome that absolutely shocked the droid general, and General Grievous attempting to defeat Yoda with a maneuver that is misguided and outright stupid. So again, welcome to the archives, and today we'll be breaking down and analyzing the only time that Yoda dueled Grievous. The comic opens up with Grandmaster Yoda disguised as a large figure, hooded and secretly standing on top of his astromech droid. Yoda then receives secret information that the Separatists are working on something known as Project Titan, and that it could presumably change the entire outcome of the Clone War. Yoda senses that there is a great disturbance in the Force revolving around Project Titan, and believes that unlike many of the other Separatist experiments, this one will be exceptionally deadly. Because of this, Yoda returns to Coruscant, immediately sharing his findings with the Jedi Council. It is there that they learn, thanks to information gathered by Anakin Skywalker, that Operation Titan is currently incomplete, but that the Separatists are hard at work on it on 2 separate planets. The first planet is known as Anthenium, where the Separatists are conducting research on it, Anthenium being placed in the Outer Rim, hopefully away from the watching eye of the Republic. To the shock of many members of the Jedi High Council, Yoda requests to go there personally, stating that he will accompany the young Skywalker on the mission, and it is here where Yoda and Skywalker venture to the world. Yoda though asks Skywalker to stay behind, stating that his size is actually to his advantage, and that he will be able to sneak around the droid facility undetected. Yoda, using the vents in the facility, then continues to search for Project Titan, eventually locating General Grievous in a conversation about Project Titan with a tactical droid. The tactical droid tells the general that they are on schedule, and that Project Titan may actually be operational by the end of the week, and that they can begin conducting field tests. Grievous states that he believes that Operation Titan will deal a crippling blow to the Republic, and that it will quite literally change the tides of the entire war in favor of the Separatist movement. After the conversation concludes, Yoda breaks into the laboratory, attempting to scan the computers and learn as much as possible about this mysterious Titan project. What Yoda discovers shocks him to his very core, but we do not learn exactly what it is until the end of the issue, as General Grievous now knows that something is wrong, and he returns to the room, finding the Grand Master. "General Yoda, what a pleasure it is to see you here," Yoda responds. General Grievous. Grievous scoffs. "This will be a unique privilege. Did you know that I was trained in lightsaber combat by none other than Count Dooku, your former student, I believe?" Yoda turns and ignites his green blade. A lightsaber is a Jedi's weapon. Fit to wield it, you are not. "Then take it from me, if you can." Grievous lunges forward in a maneuver that I stated earlier I believe is outright stupid. In this duel with the Grand Master, Grievous chooses to ignite only a single lightsaber. So why would he do this? Well, the comic never makes it clear. However, Grievous does make a comment about Yoda's size being insignificant. But still, this is a critical mistake on behalf of Grievous, and one that Yoda could have made him pay for. We here at the archives believe that General Grievous choosing to engage Yoda with a single lightsaber is an expression of his false sense of superiority. The Force is not about one's physical strength, it is rather a spiritual deep connection, one that Grievous does not wield and does not even understand. And that is why the droid general turned to physical enhancements in attempts to mimic Force sensitivity, making himself faster and stronger through cybernetics and not the gifts of the Force. But this is not what the Force is at all. The Force is not about one's physical strength. It is about the strength that they hold within themselves and the conviction that they wield. Yoda understands this, but to Grievous, all he sees is a little green gremlin, and despite the reputation that the Grand Master possesses, Grievous still underestimates him based solely on his physical size. But beyond this, I believe that Grievous here is attempting to best the greatest swordsman in the galaxy with a single blade as an expression of, again, his false sense of superiority. Grievous knows that if he can kill Yoda with a single blade and no tricks, that his acclaim and his fear will reach across the galaxy endlessly throughout time. But of course, he is wrong. Yoda easily jumps over him, slashing at the General's mask, a clear threat, one that would have been a killing blow. And yet, Yoda simply decides to leave this as a warning. Grievous, though, mistakes this as a completely missed strike, stating that it was lucky and one that will be easily repaired. He wildly swings his blade at Yoda again, but Yoda quickly and effortlessly parries the attack, reaching out through the Force and freezing Grievous in his place. You may fight with a Jedi weapon, General, but possess our skills, you do not, nor our connection to the Force, as Yoda flings the droid General into the wall as he comes crashing down. Grievous lunges forward for a third time, saying it will not work a second time, nothing more than magic, as if to entertain a child. Yoda again, though, astonishingly, meets the blade head-on, resulting in a saber clash. Just then, though, a group of super battle droids enter the room and begin firing upon Yoda. However, this only serves to infuriate Grievous. Grievous states that the Jedi is getting away, and that he would have had him if the droids had not interfered. Before he departs, however, Yoda turns around. Once again, your overconfidence is misplaced. My former Padawan may have taught you how to fight with a lightsaber, but apparently not to keep a hold of it. Yoda uses the Force and effortlessly rips Grievous's lightsaber from his grasp, a lesson for another time perhaps. Yoda then rendezvous with Skywalker and escapes with the necessary information. So what exactly does all of this mean? Well, unlike many cases in Star Wars, it's pretty self-explanatory. General Grievous is completely out of his league with Grandmaster Yoda, and the moment where Yoda delivers a near-killing blow but decides not to, I think is a testament to the skill of Yoda and the overconfidence and weakness of Grievous. Yoda knows that in canon, he can take Grievous out whenever he wants, but still though, he does not desire to take life needlessly. Even General Grievous is. Through all of this, he is still attempting to teach the droid general just how outmatched he is, and Grievous refuses to learn. There are clearly levels to this, and Yoda is on one, and Grievous is in a completely different one. It may as well not even be the same sport. But anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on this? And what are your thoughts on Yoda dueling General Grievous for the first, and presumably only time in canon? Did it turn out how you had suspected? And did you enjoy this comic issue? As always, my friends and acolytes, may the Force be with you, and I hopefully will see you in a later holocron.